Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. I'm Audrey and this is Sacred Libra where we talk all things Libra. Now the camera kind of cut off while I was in the middle of recording, and this is a good spread, y'all, so keep the cards right here. Like right when I started, I looked, I checked, and it was gone. I had to clear some storage out. So let's get back into your reading, Libra. I've been feeling like some of you guys need clarity on something. There can be a lot of confusion going on with us at this time. And I feel like some of you guys need some type of clarity. Okay, so let's get into this clarity spread. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords. There's something that you need to make a choice on, but you have failed to make a choice. It's something that you don't want to make a choice on. Like it's something that you're trying to act like you don't see. There's something you're trying to act like you're not hearing. And you know how to make the choice. It's just that you don't want to make a choice. You're stalling on making a choice. Okay. I feel like your biggest fear is that things will totally change. Um, Something will totally change and it'll be beyond your control. I feel like some of you guys are used to some type of drama with somebody, used to some type of fighting, some pettiness or whatever, or some of you guys could be focused on it, or that could be the main source of the relationship. And I feel like some of you guys are getting in a space of where you can do without the drama. And I feel like if you aren't focused on the drama, you feel like things will totally change with a person. Like the relationship will totally change with you and a person, or with you and people. It could be five other people. I feel like for some of you guys, you're giving up that idea that you have to fix everything, that you have to bring balance, that you have to bring opposing parties together, that you're the peacemaker. You're giving that up. And we talked about this, Libra, about you giving up this position. You're giving up that position. And instead, you guys are focusing on you. Like instead, things are going for you. People are seeing you through it. Okay? You're moving on. Some of you guys could be traveling. You're moving on. You're working on something. You're getting some type of recognition for the work that you've done. You have some type of well-deserved success going on. And that's what you're moving into. You're cutting this idea that you have to stay on the back burner and be the one behind the scenes getting everybody together while everyone else lives their life. But you're like, no, I want to live my life. And getting out of that, coming out of this Five of Wands to get to this Six of Wands here. You come out of this thing of competing and trying to get your voice heard, to doing your own thing, and other people just notice you. It's like you giving up the fight for a lot of you guys, and you're afraid of what that means. You're afraid of how cycles are going to change. You're afraid of how things are going to change. Not even just things, you're afraid of how you're going to change. You're like, okay, so what does that mean for me? Right? The only thing you can do is, you know, you have your feelings, be true to how you feel, and not be afraid of that. Not be afraid of the feelings that's in your heart. If this is too overwhelming for you, if the drama and everything is too overwhelming for you, and being in this place of bringing harmony to everything is too overwhelming for you, then that's your truth. And you have to step back from that. That's your truth. So I feel like some of you guys need to step into yourselves and not being afraid of what is true for you, what your truth is. For another person, they may can do it until they leave this earth, but for you, that's not true for you. You can't. You can't do it. It affects you. That's not just normally how you are. For some people, you cannot. Some people, they can play this position. For some people, they feel powerful in this position of letting things fall apart than being the one to fix things, put things together. But for a person who have dreams and aspirations, okay, for a person who wants success and want the recognition for their success, and they want to work on their own goals, you have to choose. You have to choose which one is more important to you. Is it important for you cleaning up somebody else's mess? Or is what's important you creating your own masterpiece, creating your own destiny? what is important for you. The next step is to take a stand. If you don't stand for anything, you fall for something. Don't be stuck. Don't be scared to take a step with this Eight of Swords. That's your next step, is to get out of your head and make a stand. Make a stand, okay? Um, Fear is the only thing stopping you. You're thinking about how things could change. You're thinking about, how things possibly can never change. And what if this happens? And what if I'm making the wrong move? You're putting so much pressure on yourself. And you're just a human being. You're just one of these people with one of the wands as well. You're just a human being, okay? You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. You're trying to outthink the universe. And the universe, things are going to change in the universe, and you cannot outthink the universe. You cannot be one step ahead of the universe. I'm sorry, Libra. I have to tell you that because I be thinking I can do that too. Like, I can outthink it. I used to try to outthink my mind. I know it sounds so weird, but I would try to think of something before my mind thought of something. I know that sounds so weird, but I know somebody out there is like that. That's trying to outthink the universe, and you can't. You cannot do that. You have to make a step. You got to follow your heart. Okay, trying to outsmart the universe, and you can't do that. The universe is so more intelligent than we'll ever be. Okay. All right. The inner strength that you do have is that you are solid on your own. Okay. And also, you do have a solid foundation behind you. Those supporters behind you, those people really support you. If you think that these people behind you, they have ulterior motives, that's all in your mind because you've been around bullshit and trying to fix chaos, and that's what you're used to. But there's a support system that you have behind you that is really for you. You really can lean on them. You're not going to be caught in the middle doing this. You really have the space and the time to work on you. I think this is what you're afraid of, because cycles have changed. Now you don't see the focus. You don't see, what am I focusing on this for? What does that do for me? You're asking these type of questions, and now you've changed because you're like, okay, what does that do for me? If they don't give it up with the fireworks, like, come on now. Anyway, come on now. Um, you're thinking, like, what is that going to do for me if I keep on involving myself in this drama? I don't feel the drama, but I just feel like other people need my help to bring opposing parties together, to create peace and create harmony, to give, so other people can see this way of living. And now your mindset has did a total 180. Like, you change. You're like, no, that's silly. I don't even know why I spent so much time doing that in the first place. And now you're like, okay, so what does this mean? What does this mean that now I'm not focused on this petty drama or whatever? You do have a support system here, but I feel like you are supported. You have a solid foundation. This is your inner strength is coming up as a tennis your inner strength is coming up as the 10 of Pentacles. That is a firm foundation. You are solid on your own. In other words, you're built for this shit. You're built for it. Then your advisor is your happiness. Go where you feel happiness. Your mentor is your happiness, your feelings. Go where you feel happy. If something makes you feel off, if your energy is off, trust that. This is all you have to do, Libra. Trust your feelings. Your feelings are going to be bringing you to the things that are for you and pushing you away from the things that can possibly destruct you. Okay? Or possibly, get your mind thrown off course. But your advisor is your feelings, your happiness. Go to what makes you happy. Wherever it makes you happy, that's where you need to be. If you have realized and your mind has totally changed on being this person, being the savior for some type of drama in your life. Your mind has totally changed and you're like, I want to focus on me and this is what makes you happy. You're not a bad person for focusing on yourself. For some of you guys, you could be focusing on your body, focusing on your looks. You're like, I want to look good. I want to focus all of that energy on me, on getting myself better. You're not wrong. You're not selfish for that. You have every right to do that. Okay, Libra? You have every single right to do it. So some of you guys you're realizing that the energy that you've put in somebody or someone, in the drama in that relationship or that situation, it just does not serve you anymore. And you're not playing peacemaker or mediator anymore. For some of you guys, you don't want to make a choice because you feel like it's going to come off as harsh. You feel like you're going to be leaving somebody or giving up on someone or, being, what they call us, being, I guess, cocky and stuck up and whatever the hell. You think all the negative connotations to it, you think that's what you're going to be perceived as. And somebody may perceive you as that way. But you have every right to follow your heart in a situation. Okay, let me get these, get some of the Shaman Oracle. If this reading resonated with you, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. Let's get some Oracle for Libra, because I do feel like you guys do need some type of clarity. What messages do we have for Libra? Clear messages for Libra, please. Messages for Libra. Okay. What messages do we have for Libra? You have the farther gate, the bold step further. The bold step further. There's another step you can take. There's a big step, actually. There's a big step, actually, you can take. It's to get out of the gate surrounding your mind and your thoughts, and then also to take that step. The farther gate. There's another step. Once you get out of your mind, there's going to be another step that you take that's going to really show your independence and you showing that you are for self. Showing that you are being selfish. That you are focusing on yourself. You're not playing peacemaker, mediator. Some of you guys are looking at the end goal like it's so far, or it could be so different from what you've imagined, but you still have to take that step. That's why it's called a bold step. The sacred contract. I feel like some of you guys felt like you had to play this position. Okay, some of you guys felt like this was your value of playing this position. That's why you're afraid of how things are about to change. You could be afraid of how someone is going to value you, or if you're going to be valued if you step out of this peacemaking position. How will you be valued? Some of you guys, you set that up for yourself. And this contract, this sacred contract that you have for yourself, needs to be torn up because it does not suit you anymore. Maybe that may be the bold step that you take. What else? What other messages do we have for Libra? And you have Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. This is all about you moving out of your norm, going into having the urge for adventure, having the urge to explore, being a traveler, being free, a free spirit, breaking the routine. For some of you guys, you're going to be breaking this routine of being that peacemaker and going and living your own life. You can do that, you know. You can actually live your own life. You don't have to be bound to someone's or someone's messing up. You know, when it's a person, it's like that relationship, and this can be very toxic. I remember I seen this on Ayanla Van Zant, and it was two siblings, and it was one sister who was an alcoholic, and the other sister who was playing the peacemaker, the mama, the one who bring things together, the one that helps everything. And not only was the sister who was an alcoholic depending on the sister who played the parent, who played, the savior sister was also depending on the sister to be in need, to help, because that's how the sister felt needed. So for some of you guys, this could be it. This could be how you feel needed, by always showing up. But some of you guys, you're getting some type of new idea. Something is changing within you, and you're looking back like, okay, well, how does that define me? How will that define me? Okay? There's a rebirth here. At the bottom of the deck, you have Winter's Dream, gestation period. There's a rebirth going on. There's something new happening here. There's also a clean slate, a fresh slate. You have a clean slate. Or you can start over fresh. For some of you guys, you will be starting over fresh. Because for some of you guys, you've always been in this position and you counted your value from being here. From bringing other things together. By how well you bring the collective together. How much you can do for the collective. For a lot of you guys. You counted your value from being here. And you could also feel like you're needed there. Like you could also feel like lost without this. But something's changing. And you don't want to make that step. But you have to take that step. You want this adventure. You are given a clean slate. Libra. Let me get one more for you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. If this reading resonated with you, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. And make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. You got overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. You're about to be blessed. The universe is pushing you here. And until you take this step, it's going to be excruciating. Until you take the step at choosing yourself, you're going to be confused. This fear is going to be on your mind. Until you take this step, there's a gift for you outside of that gate. There's a gift of overwhelming plenty. You can only be so big being in this position. And you dream of being here. So the choice is yours. It's either them or you. Who are you going to choose, Libra? Okay? That's the message that I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up. And make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.